What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. So today we're finally starting the mods on the ZR2 Colorado. So that means a couple small things started showing up. Nothing crazy, you know, just little parts here and there. I've got some LED headlights we're going to throw in here because you know, the stock halogens just aren't really going to cut it. And we've also got our Ready Lift kit, which happened to come from Amazon because Amazon Prime is awesome. So anyways, we're going to cut these bad boys open and install some headlights for you guys, give you a little before and after. Then we're going to roll it over to the shop and start working on the Ready Lift level kit. And that's going to bring the front of this truck up about 1.25 inches. And also just got an update. I was hoping the tires would be here sooner, but it looks like Friday we're going to have the tires here. So that means I'm going to shoot for an alignment probably Wednesday or Thursday. Friday afternoon we're going to have the tires on. And then that'll put us on Saturday, hopefully having the truck all the way done-ish. I say, yeah, it's definitely not going to be done. You know, these things are never done. But it's going to be close to where I want it. And we can see if we're going to have any rubbing issues. And if we don't, hopefully we can start checking out some wheels, because Method Race wheels make some really cool stuff. KMC, I'll save you all the details for later, but you kind of get where we're going with this. We're definitely going to put wheels on it, but I want to see what the stock offset does with an 1.25 inch spacer on a 33. So the actual tires I ended up going with, guys, is a Falcon Wild Peak MT. They're 6-ply, got them on a pretty good deal. I think I paid around $800 after taxes for them, and you know, that's kind of a smoking deal. So most of these tires run about $900, so for me to get them $100 less, I actually got those off Amazon too, because quite frankly no one else could really touch their prices. Keep in mind the discount tire will price match, so just I always try to give them a hands up, because I always try to give discount, you know, the benefit of the doubt, because they have helped me so much through so many other builds, including the ZR2, which had some interest in this thing, and looks like it's probably gonna be gone this week. I've had thousands of views and hundreds, not hundreds, but I'd say probably 30 messages. And then I think the white S10 has gotten over like 35, 40 messages and 2,000 views on Marketplace. So if you guys are watching this, by the time you're watching it, they're both probably gone. So anyway, back to the video. Let's get some mods on the truck. All right, guys. This is the headlights we ended up going with. They are LEDs, of course. Had pretty good luck with those in the past. I'm actually running the same style lights on basically everything I own. These should have little fans in the back. They do. Oh yeah, these things look great. And the benefit of LEDs is they just plug into your stock headlight harness and you can send it. All right, guys, standard bulbs in a Colorado RH11s. And that's what we ordered in this kit, should be. Yep, H11. And as far as getting them out, it's pretty simple on these trucks. You've got your protective cap, and they're right here. So this side's pretty easy to get to. Looks like this other side may have to remove a couple pieces here. Looks like I'll have to have a Torx to pop this off and get to it. Not too bad though. I think I can handle that. So I'm gonna go ahead, slide this side in, and turn it on just to show you a comparison of LED versus halogen. Ah, yes, this is one of the simplest mods you can do that automatically makes things look better. That nice, cool, I think these are 6500K, so they should have a bluish look. You can definitely see it here in the camera now. Picking up the halogen versus the LED. Oh man, just makes the vehicle look so much more sophisticated, and it's a little bit brighter. You can pick these up for like 40 bucks, and man, it really does make a significant difference in the front of the truck. Oh yeah, a lot better. Definitely like the look of the LEDs. However, on the Colorado, if you're working on the other side, it's extremely tight and it really sucks to get to. And you've really got to have some skinny arms to get back there. So just a heads up, if you're going to change this on your ZR2, just be prepared. That passenger side kind of sucks a little bit. But nothing that a little 10 minutes elbow and working around can't fix. So, you know, no big deal. All right, got the new headlights in. We're going to ride over to the shop now. Oh yeah, look at those lights, look so much better. All right, finally got everything moved around, got the Colorado in here. Man, first time these two have seen each other, and oh man, they look good together. Really makes me want to hold on to this car and not sell it. I don't really have a reason to, but I don't know. I don't really drive it enough. You guys see it on the channel and it's fun, but this thing is just, it's so cool. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get the thing on the lift. I just figured I'd show you around the shop for a second. A little quick update. This car is pretty much good to go. He's got the 700 R4 in it now. It's shifting really nice. I think he's pretty much done with the 67. The Camaro is pretty much still done. I just haven't really done much with it, guys, just to be honest. You know, big cam, 500 wheel. It's a lot of fun. Icon skirts, wicker bill on the back. Actually a Z28 spoiler at that too. Got rid of the 1LE spoiler, so it's still for sale. So if you guys are watching this video, you got a car, you want a cool 1LE style spoiler for your SS or V6 or whatever you got, hit me up, it's for sale. So yeah, back to the action. Alright, she's in the air. In case you guys are wondering where the jack points are on a ZR2 Colorado, I've found the easiest place is about right in here. And on the other side of the frame rail seems to be pretty sturdy. I'm sure people probably lift from the body mount too. I'm sure that's an option from up here, but I found the frame to be about the best place to lift, at least from my Camaro. I usually try to lift it. I've got some positions on it. I figured the frame was a good spot. So there you go. There's where I'm lifting my truck from, and it's very sturdy. I'm pushing on it. It's not hardly moving at all. So that's just something I didn't really look up, but I found that to be about the safest position. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead, pull the tires off, get this DSSV strut shock McPherson assembly out of the way, and roll on to the Ready Lift kit. So let's unbox the Ready Lift kit and get a look at this thing, see how it looks. All right, unboxing the Ready Lift. Of course, stickers add horsepower, so that's nice. Directions, don't need those. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so here's our spacers, guys. So yeah, anyway, this thing goes at the top of your strut right here and is gonna level this truck 1.25 inches. Let's just get a feeler for where it's at. 37 3/4, roughly. Yep. All right, guys. 22 millimeter will take the wheel off. Pretty small, nice little 31. If that, 30.66 to be exact. So next thing we need to do, disconnect this sway bar. Since we are in the air and we're on a lift, we don't have the preload here to help us out, so this is under a little tension. We're gonna go ahead and remove this bolt, take the sway bar loose. All right, y'all, before I get too carried away, once you get your sway bar disconnected, all you've got to do from there is loosen up of course, take your end link out. Next step is gonna be loosen up this nut here. Actually, the next step is going to be to take the 21 millimeter bolt off of your steering knuckle here. Once you get that out, you're going to have your little ball joint remover, tie rod remover tool. Works pretty good, popped right loose. Nice big hammer gets the job done. Alright guys, that was an absolute thrash to get this DSSV shock out. Holy crap. Dude, that was so bad. I can't even express how bad that was. Okay, on the driver's side, it's a nightmare, guys. Passenger side is cake. I don't know if y'all can tell from here, but okay, this back bolt is literally impossible to get to because of these oil cooler lines and this wiring harness that whoever decided would be a good idea to put that there. Yeah, you should have to be required to take it apart. And all these little happy-go-lucky videos they're showing online will not show you how hard it is to get to that bolt. So, and you can't get to it from the top either because your wiring harness and your electrical box is right there. You guys can see there is no way to get down in there. So what you'll have to do, obviously it's an 18 millimeter and 11/16 will be your friend after you get it loose with this. So you have to come in from this angle with the wrench in this orientation. You can get right here and make very small, I'm talking like quarter turns. You get it loose enough to get yourself an 11/16 flex head back there. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you go to your local O'Reilly's or whoever, they're not gonna have a kit that has an 18 millimeter and a flex. They go 17 to 19, so heads up. if you're doing this, it is worthwhile to get a 18mm flex head wrench, or you will literally be hating life working quarter turns at a time to get that out. It is doable, and I am showing you now it is doable, but it is absolutely horrible to get that out without the right tools. So guys, whatever you do, if you buy this leveling kit and you think it's happy-go-lucky bolted on, if you get yourself an 18mm flex head, it might be a whole lot easier. Alright guys, I saved you the boringness of all the work it had to take to put this thing back in, but we're good to go. The Ready Lift spacer, as y'all can see, is in, so we should now be lifted. Of course, I haven't hooked the sway bar back up because I still have to go to the other side and do it, but I wanted to go ahead and just assemble this side, and then I'll do the sway bar dead last. However, a couple things to note. If you have a truck that is not brand new, which is obviously shown in most of the videos except like one, a lot of this stuff is going to be frozen up, and they're not showing you everything. So, like this sway bar, for instance, you're going to put like some kind of PB blaster or something on it here to lubricate this to get it loose. Most of them were, you know, this was a Florida truck. It wasn't really wheeled, so it has since then kind of stuck itself to this rubber. So since it is stuck to the rubber, basically you have to work it loose and all that good stuff. But I have everything retorqued back down. All this is tight. All this is tight. Everything's hooked back up. So just a couple things to note about the 18mm. This right here, if it starts spinning, you can't get it loose. 6mm, go up inside that bolt. That'll hold it so you can get it loose. You'll need a fork and everything to get all of this loose. And it's a pig and a poke to get to the back side there, that number 3 on this side. Just a heads up, guys, I can't stress it enough. Go grab yourself an 18mm flex head. It's just, these are so hard to get off from the factory. I mean, it is horrible. So the good news about the Ready Lift is it comes with 14mm, which is included in most gear wrench kits. So if you have a 14mm flex head, this thing goes back together in literally like 2 minutes. It takes 30 to 40 minutes to get it out and like 3 minutes to put it back together because they use such better hardware than GM. So Ready Lift, I will give you props for going to a 14mm there. Oh my gosh, you saved us so much time. So anyway, this side's done. It took me exactly about, let's see, I started this at, I don't know, 7:30, so maybe an hour and a half-ish to do this side. About an hour and a half, I think. So that's about on par with the directions. They're saying about 3 hours, so hour and a half a side. I'd say that's fairly accurate, and you may spend more time on the driver's side because it looks like the passenger side is going to be a whole lot easier. I can actually get to that third bolt from the top. If you notice, I got the hood open because I'm going to try to take a like 2-foot extension, 3-foot extension down into that bolt and just pop it loose with pneumatic. It should make life really easy. So anyway, that's just kind of my take on this kit. So far, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There is a few snags. You'll find yourself kind of wondering what the heck on a couple things, but you know, other than that, it's not too bad. Alright guys, you have to excuse the air compressor there. I had to turn that back on, but everything is reassembled, and I will say this passenger side is an absolute dream to put back together. It's super simple. Gotta plug that guy back up. I forgot to tell you guys about that. You'll want to undo this as well to give yourself a little wiggle room for putting this back together. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you just follow the directions and everything goes pretty smooth. Oh yeah, boys, look at this thing. It looks so much better leveled. Now it needs a 33 because that tire looks completely tiny with an 1.25 inch lift. Holy crap. Dude, that made such a big difference in the truck. Like, it's night and day, literally. I mean, if you look at the back of the truck, you know, you've got kind of a small looking tire in the front. I thought it kind of looked adequate for a while, but now with the lift, it's definitely smaller. Alright, so next thing we need to do, let's measure this bad boy. I bounced on it a few times, so it's going to be, you know, fairly close to what we got before. Looks like I'm going to be able to drive this thing tomorrow. I actually thought I was only going to get one side done at a time tonight, and once I saw how easy the driver's side was, minus, you know, a few bolts. I was like, I'm gonna give this passenger side a shot tonight. So, all right, boys, got my tape. All right, so you remember where we were at before? 37 and like 3/4. There's 38 and 3/4. All right, boys, we got the lift on. Bow tie's shining, look at that. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. I know the lighting is a little bit poor. You can still kind of see. I've got plenty of room here. I mean, you can figure that about this much of your thumb is an inch. And dude, I've got plenty of room. I mean, I've got that much room before I even touch the inner fender. So it looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna be able to get away with no trimming and 33s. Well, basically it's a 285 70/17. It's not a 33. However, if you look up the specs online, the Falcon MTs that I got, which is a hybrid mud tire, they are 32.88. This is 30.6, so that's like an inch and 150 thousandths difference, I want to say. Roughly like an inch and something. So it's, you know, a little over an inch and an eighth. And it looks like it's going to clear no problem. The front also has plenty of room. So I'm going to be running the stock wheel. So this is going to be a good test for you guys to see if we can run, you know, basically a cheater 33 with just a leveling kit and nothing else done to it. So we'll see how it goes, guys. All right, guys, so a few days have passed. The weather here was kind of rough, so I did want to go ahead and give you all an update and show you what the truck looks like with 33s installed and that leveling kit that we put on it the other day. So this is the final product right here, and man, it looks awesome on 33s. It clears them no problem. So I did have to do one little thing, and I wanted to show you guys this because there's a lot of confusion on forums and stuff. People are saying, you know, all 33s will fit a stock truck. They will not fit a stock truck. You will need at least a leveling kit in there, and that's what we put on there earlier. So it looks great. Got Jake over here helping film the video. What's up, buddy? So here's what I had to do just to keep things from rubbing. There's not really a lot of trimming that you have to do. You guys can see right here, I cut that little piece. So as the tire comes back, as it goes into this position, let me go to this side, I can show you guys a little bit better. Without that being trimmed, you can see there I've got, you know, over an inch and a half inch of room. So when the tire's, you know, coming back here pretty close, it'll almost touch it. So trimming that off with a little jigsaw does the trick. I may have to trim it a little bit more. I was kind of conservative with it, but that's the only trimming I've done. Now, if you guys go with one of these ready lift kits and you lift it about an inch, inch and a quarter like I just did, what that's going to do for you is it is going to let you run 285 70/17s. I can confirm it. It will run all day long. You can drive it on the street without trimming that, but if you want to take any articulation into consideration, really, I would definitely trim that back. It's just a peace of mind. So if you do want to go off-road and you're flexing it out and you're driving it hard, you definitely want to do that. If you're just, you know, on the street getting it back from the tire shop, it'll make it home. Don't worry about it. So anyways, back to the tires. We went with Falcon Wild Peak Mud Terrains. These things are super meaty. They look fabulous on there. I am so happy with these tires. The rear also clears, no problems. There's no lift in the rear of this truck at all, and it clears a 33 with ease. As far as looking down the body line, it's almost even with it, so if that tucked all the way up, I don't think it would rub. It would get close, but I don't think it would rub. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a final look at the truck. This is it. You know, this is pretty much what I wanted to do to finish this thing up, get it ready for the summer. We're gonna put the tint on it. Of course, I've got plenty more videos coming out. There's tons of stuff I want to do to it from here. This is obviously, you know, nowhere near the end, but this is just a really solid beginning for this truck. You know, and it's just kind of giving you guys a first look at some simple mods you can do to make these things stand out for a lot, you know, make them stand out for cheap. You know, there's not Not a ton of money in this truck yet, and it really stands out. You know, you see this thing coming down the road and those cutouts in the front bumper, just, it's so awesome. And it's really changed the look of the truck with these 33s on it, man. I love it. So that's just kind of an update. A couple days, like I said, it's been a couple days. The weather's been kind of crappy. It's been super cold here in East Tennessee. So, you know, I just wanted to take some time today and go over everything. And if you guys like what you see, be sure to subscribe. I've got tons of Colorado content coming at you. We're getting ready to put the tent on, like I said, and we're going to hit some campsites, biking, hiking, a little bit of wheeling, all that good stuff. So, guys, with that one, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the new rig and the new setup, and give me some ideas. I'd like to hear from you guys. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.